It's so much
the
fun.
vibe. Like even like last night, I was at the Comedy Cellar, and every time I go, because now I visit, I go and pop in and do my sets, and the Cellar is like the club in New York, right? You want to be past there. It's where everybody goes and meets, and you walk in, and Chris Rock's there, Kevin Hart's there, T.J. Miller's there, Mark Norman's there, Sam Morril's there, and you just know, all right, TJ's there. Fuck, now I'm drinking, and you leave at 5 a.m, but it's like that communal spot where, you could walk in with me, and next thing you know, you're sitting at a table with all the best comics in New York City, and you're just having a fucking blast.
Just stuff you couldn't make up in your own head as a child.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin's just like mad dogging me, and I hadn't seen him in years. We were just catching up, and he's just going on in this bit, and I'm dying laughing. And then you're watching him and Chris, they're filming a doc at the time. And then TJ Miller, who's just, I think, one of the, like almost like an Andy Kaufman-esque of like stand-up comics, where he'll just go up and just do crazy shit outside the box. And he had the comic before I was to go up after him. So he was doing bits, and then he had the MC come back up and introduce him like 2 or 3 more times, because he felt like it wasn't going well. And then he was doing these bits, and it was weird. And then I said, what you should do is, before he brings me up, you go up again as yourself when they bring me up. And then he brought me up as Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And so it was fucking great.
But
that club, this is my favorite Cellar story of all time. I was just new there, maybe like a year in. And on any given night, anybody could walk through the door. And so I'm maybe a year in on stand-up comedy, 2 years in. So I go in, and Godfrey's hosting, and it's a Tuesday night. The Cellar's not the Cellar like what it is now, right? Now it's like a tourist spot, and it's packed every night, and there's 3 different rooms. But then it was just maybe 100 people on a Tuesday night. Godfrey goes up. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I love the Comedy Cellar. You never know who's going to stop in here tonight. So tonight we got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for Robin Williams? Rob Williams goes up for like 30 minutes. It just crushes, right? And all the young comics are kind of waiting to go up and stuff. And then Godfrey goes back up. He's like, oh my God, you guys, you're never going to believe this. How about a big round of applause? Ray Romano. Now, everybody loves Raymond, was still on the air. And Ray Romano comes in, place goes bananas. And then Godfrey goes back up. He's like, guys, this is just one of those nights. I can't believe I'm saying this, but ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Dave Chapelle. Chapelle walks in. They're losing their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Right? It's Tuesday. They paid $10 to go in. Godfrey
what a win.
Goes back up. Comics are slowly like leaving because they know the night's getting longer. Goes back up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Seinfeld. Seinfeld comes in. The fucking place, they're going nuts, right?
Yeah.
Seinfeld comes off. I'm the only one staying now, okay, because everybody's gone home now. And Godfrey goes back up. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I'm saying this. I've never seen it like this. Chris Rock goes up, fucking destroys, right? They're giving him a standing ovation.
How long are these sets they're doing?
They're all doing like 20, maybe a half hour. But
Holy
I was so
shit,
young
so we're in there for 3.5 hours now.
Oh, yeah, those shows would go from 9 to 2 in the morning.
No way.
I was the only one that stayed and left. Godfrey goes back up. He goes, guys, you're not going to believe this. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Murphy. People are fucking standing up, applauding, crying. He goes, just kidding, Steve Byrne.
No shit. Oh my. So how'd you do?
I fucking bombed.
Oh my
fucking
God.
ate a plate of dicks that night because it was just like that sustainment of excitement and everything that they had. But as a young comic, again, it's one of those learning experiences where you're just watching the best of the best and then going upstairs and hearing their stories was fucking great.
Now, when you have that much star power around, you're like new starting out, is there like what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do? Like, is there like an unwritten rule of being able to like, hey, you can only hang out for this long. You probably shouldn't. You don't want to sit there in the room with everyone and kind of just stick around to be the guy that sticks around for too long.
Well, at the Cellar in particular, it's called the Table, and the table's where only past comedians can sit there. So you get a bunch of comics that come and they want to be around the Cellar, so they go off to the other tables. But the table's the table, so you sit at the table during your sets. But when those guys come in, you just shut the fuck up and listen.
Really?
Some great stories, yeah.